What is going on, beautiful people? It's your man, Mr. Legit, and I'm super excited to tell you guys that I am currently competing nationally to be titled Mr. Health and Fitness, and to be featured in Fitness and Muscle magazine. An amazing opportunity, super excited about it, and I need you guys' help. So before I ask for your help and your vote, I want to give you guys more insight as to who I am and why I do what I do. So I have always had a passion for exercise, fitness, and wellness, and just taking care of myself. I always was interested in doing that and loved doing it. However, my passion wasn't born for the people and empowering the people until 2013. So let me explain to you and tell you briefly. I'm trying to keep it as brief as possible because this is a very sensitive topic for me. Sensitive, but I'm proud of it. I'm very happy to tell the story. But I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. So in 2013, I was in correctional care to become an Alabama correctional officer in the state penal system, okay? Doing my PT, my appendix rupture. I didn't know this at the time, but it was ruptured for over 72 hours. Now, most people, unfortunately, don't make it after 24 hours of it. I made it for more than 72 hours, barely, because my vital organs started shutting down, and I remember vividly not being able to breathe. This is not a sad story. I don't want you to be sad. This is a very empowering and pivotal part of my life, and I'm proud of it. This is what made me who I am. This is what built the strength in the guy you see today, so I'm super proud of it. This is what happened. Prior to 2013, I was too confident in what I was doing. You know, I believed in myself too much instead of putting my trust in God. And in 2013, when my appendix rupture, I was stripped of everything I worked so hard for in days. When I went in the hospital, I was 190. When I came out, I was like 140, almost 130. Like 9 days, 10 days later. Crazy. But all my vital organs started to shut down because my appendix was ruptured for so long. And I remember vividly not being able to breathe. I remember vividly a pain that each and every day grew worse and worse. It didn't subside. It got worse, worse, worse. I remember my mother having to give me a bath, having to take me to the bathroom. I really couldn't walk by myself. She had to take me to get a haircut. And like I said, everything I worked for was stripped. Like that, it's not sad. I'm glad it was stripped because God needed to use me for something greater. But how I was approaching things, I would have never got there if He didn't correct me. So I appreciate that review because it changed my life. So if you ever see things and you get it confused for arrogance, it's not arrogance. It's just me being very proud and happy to go out and push myself to limits that most won't push themselves to empower people. I do this all for you. And whether you believe it or not, I do. I push myself as hard as I do for you. And what I learned through that time of being sick and not being functional, not being able to do anything, is you can't do nothing without God. So my saying, getting fit spiritually, mentally, and physically was born from that, because prior to, I was probably just fit physically, because spiritually and mentally go hand in hand to me. But once I acquired that spiritual and mental resiliency, the physical part was easy. And this is another reason that I really got a passion for helping people, because no one can determine if their appendix ruptures or if they don't. But what you can take control of is your health and wellness. Take care of your body, make sure your body is strong, your immune system is strong, your digestive system is working well. And if you do encounter an illness, your chances of surviving are way higher. Because if I wasn't in good physical health when this happened, I wouldn't be standing before you today. So that is why I do what I do. A very short version of why I do what I do. Am I saying getting fit spiritually, mentally, and physically by building spirits that love, minds that learn, and bodies that are lean came from that very empowering, pivotal point in my life. And then me being out here, 5 years ago, I was recently I just resigned from being a police officer here. Great opportunity to learn a lot from it. But I remember vividly 5 years ago coming out here, back on the other side of the pond with my family in the grass, just teaching them, having a little fitness class with just my family. Really didn't know what I was doing, but I had a dream of doing something more. Long story short, me coming out here with my family, nobody really knowing who I was, me barely knowing what I was doing turned into me having the opportunity to work with some of the biggest businesses, the biggest companies in Birmingham. The Westin of Birmingham, the Sheraton of Birmingham, the BJCC of Birmingham, John Hawkins Rec Center, Willowwood Rec Center, Bessemer Rec Center. Just a lot of places and things that I did within Birmingham and just seeing from the room. Me being back here about 5 years ago, and I still come out here and host class all the time, every Monday at 6 p.m. But I'm saying all that to say, I've been invested in the people and empowering the people. Anyone who want to make themselves better, I always make myself available to you because I know what I've been through, and let me tell you, I would never wish that on anybody. The pain was unreal, the pain was unbearable, but I appreciate it and I thank God for it because I was off course and He got me back on course. So if you vote for Mr. Legit starting on June 14th, that's what you will be voting for. The link is above for you to vote, the link is below for you to vote. And y'all know the saying, man, you could be fit or legit fit, but you got to pick them. And check this out. Win or learn. So I'm not going to say win or lose because you never lose. You lose if you don't learn. I always learn. So win or learn. This is going to be one of the biggest opportunities that I had thus far in my fitness career, and I'm excited about it. I would love for you guys to help me out. Share the video to anybody who you believe that will support me. I appreciate it. I need it. I need it. I love you guys. Peace and love.